Why did I go to the graphics? No, I don't want to go there. Are we live? We're live? We're live. We're starting in 10 seconds. Okay. And already I got a bading somewhere. What the? 8 years ago. Yes, we did. And he will be missed forever. He was an amazing man.
Yep.
Alrighty. Well, good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, and thank you for joining us once again at the Modern Source of Gaming. Don't know why I'm feeling like horrible crap Kaiju K. With me here is Necro in a different room, Nick.
Hello.
Juggernaut in the sun, Jared. Yes.
Howdy.
And hiding his identity from many, many attracted women, Subliminal.
Hello.
And of course, Nazi left with the guardian of our friendly mascot, Mama Bear, and of course Cody. You can see him wagging his little tail back there.
Hello.
You ever sit there one day and ask yourself, or tell yourself, Aladdin, you really screwed up with those wishes. You see, of all the Disney movies that are out there, I have to say that Mr. Prince Ali and the movie Aladdin are probably one of my favorites. I really do enjoy that movie. It's probably number 2 on my list of favorite Disney movies to ever come out. It's got great music, great story, a protagonist that's actually, human, not some antiquated stereotype. But then he found this wish-granting lamp and rubbed it, and he rubbed out a genie. That came out wrong. He rubbed it and the genie came out. There we go, that's better. And the genie gave him 3 wishes. Now, those 3 wishes are very simple. Those wishes are 1, I can't kill anybody. Alright, simple enough. You can't wish somebody dead. The second wish was, I can't wish someone to be in love with somebody else. Okay, you can't be Cupid. Simple enough. And number 3 is, you can't wish for more wishes. Obviously, they've gotten their hands a little on the slaughtered side here. But not only the question... There's a theory that the genies have been screwed over for so many years that they made more and more rules to protect themselves.
Makes sense.
Now...
I wasn't trying to interrupt, sorry.
It's okay, but now the ironic thing is that the genie never loses his power when he's set free. The genie still has full access to his power once he's free, so... I mean, the main thing people are thinking, oh, why not just wish him free and get it over with? There's no guarantee the genie's going to stick around. So not only what would be your 3 wishes, but what would you do with them? What would be the pivotal goal in your life? Are you an evil, vindictive person? Are you a selfish person? Are you a good-natured person? Are you a sleepy person? Apparently Necro has not slept in a while. So tonight...
I'm a wee bit tired.
I'm sorry, what was that, Necro?
I'm a wee bit tired.
Just a wee bit.
Originally, tonight was going to be XXYZZ, which is Cards Against Humanity. It's saying as I'm having difficulty focusing, and I almost fell over 3 times while walking around the house today, because my legs decided just to give all hell out. I decided we could sit down and do something that doesn't require as much thought. Now, the wishes are very simple things. They can be granted to you by the genie, and those are the 3 wishes you're allowed, with the 3 stipulations. I, however, would like to add one more stipulation. You can't write down a bunch of things and then wish them to come true. The wishes must come out of your mouth. Because I recently saw somebody who said that they would write down a bunch of ideas on a piece of paper and then tell the genie, I wish everything on this piece of paper would come true. Which is, in my opinion, a very broken aspect. That being said, wishes are very broken to begin with. So, just what would you wish for? So usually I would start off with Necro, Sub, Mom, but this time I'm going straight to Juggernaut.
Go straight to me.
Yep, Juggernaut, you have 3 wishes, that's it. And you know the rules. So Juggernaut, what would be your very first wish? What would be the creme de la creme, your first official wishel?
I would wish that all of my friends and family would be cured from all, like, mental and physical diseases.
That's very nice. It's very
I
nice.
like that. I like that.
Okay, that's a pretty good wish. All your friends and family cured of all known diseases and everything like that. That's pretty good. What would be your second wish? That is a pretty potent wish right there. Just saying.
I would wish for the winning lottery numbers.
All right, that's pretty good wish. I mean, that's a quick way of getting some cash, and it's legally done, and no one's going to question why you suddenly have infinite money.
Right.
Which would be why I would often wonder why people like I wish for $1 million. That's wonderful. Now explain to the banks why you want to donate $1 million and where you got it from. Just saying, that's a hell of a wish to screw up. Okay. Well, everyone, your family and friends, and you yourself are cured of all mental conditions, all bodily function conditions. You wake up the next day and you realize you've trimmed down, you look great, you feel great, you're smiling, you don't have any depression, and now you have the winning lottery ticket that just won, and you get to go cash it out. That's two pretty good wishes right there. So what's your third wish?
Honestly, I probably would wish the genie free.
A very good wish, very good indeed. The genie still has all of its powers, but it's probably going to just go trip out and have a great time. Good wishes right there. All right, I can respect those wishes. Mama Bear! Hi. So what are your trace wishes? You know the rules.
Yes.
So what do you bring to the table?
Well, for my first wish, it would be that my family be able to live without debt and have financial freedom.
Okay, so her first wish, in case those of you who didn't hear, she would wish that her family and friends would be free of debt forever and would have financial blessings. So they would never be poor and they could never go into debt again. It's a pretty nice start.
Which, of course, that would be including our actual household.
Oh, yes, you said friends and family. You may not realize it, but you actually are considered family to your own self. You are related to yourself. A common misconception, a lot of people don't.
How the genies work. They're very tricky.
Well,
So you have to be specific.
oh, well, don't worry, that's coming.
That I'm thinking of.
Who's watching TV?
I have on.
Okay, suddenly I heard another set of people having a conversation. I'm just saying we got to be careful what's playing because that can be copywritten.
Can you hear it still or no?
No. Somewhat.
I would need to.
Okay, anyway, what would be your second wish, Mom Bear?
My second wish would be to solve world hunger.
Solving world hunger. It's a pretty nice wish, huh? Now, y'all, myself, and her, we're debt-free for the rest of our lives, and we never have to worry about money. Juggernaut just gained even more money from his lottery here. So I mean, hey, you know, you're 2-0 right now, Juggernaut. Cure world hunger. All your friends and family are financially safe and no debt. What's your third wish?
Cure cancer.
She's curing cancer, folks.
Completely abolish it.
That's right. We're going to get rid of all my relatives who are cancers. And at least they're not Capricorns or Sagittarius.
Wait for that one.
Mrs. I'm so worried about what the genies are thinking, and then she doesn't realize that. The medical condition cancer is cured. That's great. That's wonderful. St. Jude's is now out of business.
And Gojo can finally retire.
And Gojo can retire. And now we have to find somebody else to take with us when we go Nerf shooting. Okay, well, we're good there. So those are 3 very nice wishes. They would help the world and everything like that. That's nice. Subliminal, if you are there.
Is he muted again?
Subliminal, you're muted. You're not there? Hello? Subliminal! Sub! Sub!
Let's just hang over there.
Holy string,
It's your damn turn!
Well, you see, here's the thing. I don't know what I would wish for. Maybe to own my own business to where I can have family and friends working there and everything, and we wouldn't have to worry about money.
Okay.
I'd wish for our own island, where we can make our own laws, and
Okay.
nobody else can say anything about it.
Okay.
And for the world not to be as shitty as it is.
Ooh, don't know if the genie has that level of power, but we'll go with that as a wish. That's nice. I like that. 3 quick wishes that could help out all of us, friends and family. I like that. Now, Necro, you already know where one of my wishes is going, so don't you dare steal it. We've had this conversation before. You're pretty sure you know where I'm going.
Maybe I forget.
Okay. So Necro, tell me. You get 3 wishes. You know the rules and regulations. Where are you going with them? What kind of wishes you bring to the table?
Okay, so the first wish that I would have is all my friends and relatives would every year win that home whatever contest there is.
Homework. The home.
Exploding house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually pretty cool.
That way they all get a large sum of money every what is it, month I believe?
Yes, sub. Yes.
I knew it! I knew it!
Don't worry. There's more than just this. This is only the first part of this adventure. There's actually 3 parts to this.
Son of a bitch.
Okay.
You thought it was easy. It's just you wait. Okay, so that's yeah, I know what you're talking about. The $1,000 a week for life deal.
Okay.
What would be your second wish?
That's wish number 1. What would wish number 2 be?
Very, very, very. You know, all your family and friends
Bigger
have
brain? I would only wish that for you, Sub.
Ooh.
Sweet, thank you. No, I would wish is for all the famous comedians to come back to life.
Can't do that. Can't bring anyone back from the dead. That's one of the wishes. Necro.
Trying to cheat the system already.
Everyone, finger of shame. Shame him. Shame him. Shame. Shame. Shame.
No one said anything about, wishing for the rock that brings people to life.
Well,
Just
right.
saying.
There's ways around it.
Harry
Right.
Potter,
That's right. Right.
there's ways around it.
He could wish for the Philosopher's Stone and have the ability to just bring people back to life. There's no rule against that. As well as all the other things the Philosopher's Stone can do, so...
I would wish to bring people back to life.
Okay, so he's basically giving himself the ability to cast Raise and Raise too, okay.
I would become my necromancer self.
There you go. Just not bring them back, it's like zombies, right? You're actually bringing them back, you know?
Yeah.
I don't need Army of the Dead here, I can't take that right now. Then what is wish number 3, Necro?
That politicians do not rule the world.
Ooh. I think that's a wish the genie would just give you for free. But all right, okay. Those are your 3 wishes. All right. If I were the genie, I'd give you that one for free. I'd be like, all right, what's your 3rd wish? That would be me as the genie. I'd be like, so what do you want your 3rd wish to be? I just made it. No, I don't think you understand. I'll give you that one for free. What's your 3rd wish? All right. So now, of course, we get back to me. And, of course, Sub's over there giggling because he already knows what my wishes are. He's figured it out. He's got this big old smile on his face. I know what this is, yeah. So as you must know, one of the names that I've been called by many of my closest friends, only my really close friends know it, is I am called Lazarus, the Lord of Loopholes, because I seem to survive everything that's thrown at me, and I always like to find the little bits and pieces in a law to get around them. Now the thing is with the genie is, one of the things genies truly wish for is freedom. They want to be free. So the way to play it is to basically tell them that if you can grant my 1st wish, it's going to be a very specific wish. I will use my 2nd wish to grant you freedom, and I will even contract it right now. I'd sign it in blood. And this gets around the problem with the second part of this wish, with the second part of this episode here. So the wish would be quite simple. It's a pair of pants. That can be any color, size, shape, or material. They only work when I wear them. And anything I imagine can be pulled from the pockets. Anything I can imagine. And the 2nd wish is to set the genie free. Now, that sounds like a lot of fun, but you can't pull just about anything out of your pockets. That's not much. You can pull some money out of your pocket. That's anything I can imagine. But we'll get back to that. Now, there are genies, but then there's another problem you might run into. Those are jinn. Now, genies and jinn are not the same creatures. Jinn are more literal with their wishes. They're very literal with their wishes. So when they hear you say something, they will try to do it in the most literal way where they can turn the wish against you. This is where the problem with jinn come in. An example of the jinn is Wishmaster. The horror villain that, actually, most of the people alive probably don't know who he is anymore. But jinn take the wishes into the way that can hurt the most. So when you're up against a jinn, now you got to be careful what you say. For instance, if you say you want $1,000, he may suddenly summon a herd of deer on top of you. You want $1 million? That's fine, but it's stolen from somebody. So let's go over each person. Let's go over each person's wishes real quick and see which ones could probably survive the jinn and which ones would be twisted around on them. Juggernaut, my friend. Let's start with yours, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
We'll start with the simplest one, the winning lottery numbers. Simple enough. You're given the winning lottery numbers for 1938.
Yeah.
Your 2nd wish, a lot nicer. However, I could still see the jinn twisting it in one way. I wish all of my friends and family were free of all known versions of disease and illness and mental illness. Okay, cancer's gone. Diabetes are gone. These are all great stuff. And then suddenly I catch a case of the kaiju pox, which no one's ever heard of before, because it's now an unknown virus.
A random death jasmine appeared.
Roll for initiative. Roll for initiative. Smoke bomb. Hey, Deathgasm.
Hello.
Hello, Deathgasm.
Yeah.
What you doing, man?
Yeah, I left at the time I was playing,
It better
Dying Light, the DLC.
Okay. We're talking about if we got to
So I left.
if we got to a genie and they gave us 3 wishes, what would you wish for? And he's gone again. Okay. So the only one you'd really have to not worry about would be the 3rd one, which would be to wish them free, because they would never turn that one around. However, let's Photoshop this. let's get this together and look at it. All right. I wish for the winning lottery for this Monday's lottery numbers. Sorry, the lottery numbers for this Monday's lottery in the United States for the Powerball. That's so specific, can't do anything. Next one. I wish all my friends and family were unaffected by all forms of mental condition, disease, virus, etc. I wish it was all gone and cured and they couldn't get any more. Now that's done too. And then, I'm not freeing your dumbass because you're a djinn. So I'm going to take your dang lamp and hurl it into the ocean. Bye-bye. Because another rule about the djinn... Right, but another rule of the djinn is they can't grant wishes to another person until they've granted all 3 wishes to their previous master. Now let's move over to Mama Bear, shall we? Mama Bear. Her first wish was one that the djinn can't break. It was very well thought out. I wish all of my family and friends were forever removed from debt and that they were all financially secure. Jinn can't screw with that one. I wish I found the cure for world hunger and she turns the world into a bunch of cannibals. Well, there's several billion of us on the planet. That's good eating, I guess. Last but not least, I wish the world was cured of cancer. Which, like I said, would mean that she would kill everybody off who was under the cancer symbol. Just saying. That's probably how the djinn would look at it. With that last one being the only one, we could easily have it fixed too. I wish everyone was cured of of cancer cells and they could never come back. There you go. That stopped. Subliminal over here. The subliminal actually had some pretty sturdy ones as well. First one is I wish I had a job that all my friends and everything could work at. Okay. And we'd be financially secure. Does anyone remember what Sub's second wish was, though?
I think it was the island.
Yeah. Well, we'll get an island. It'll either be full of poisonous snakes, it'll be full of people, or it will have been wiped off the map by some kind of magical force and we'll just be placed on it. The final wish. This is an important one. What was Sub's third wish?
I don't remember.
Sub, what was your third wish again?
I don't remember.
Serious, Sub?
He doesn't remember. Neither do I. Does anyone remember what his third wish was?
Yes. And I'm just saddened by the fact that nobody else remembers it, not me too. Anyways, dealing with the djinn in his case, he doesn't have much to worry about. He actually thought his wishes out quite well. Hell? The hell?
What was my third wish?
I can't remember it.
I'll have Rebel look at that video and see real quick.
Alright. Oh, I remember it now. He wishes, this is the one that would be both a blessing and a curse right here. He said, I wish the world was less shitty.
Yeah.
And on that moment, the djinn would suck all the crap out of the entire world. You would just be standing there and your pants would just come clear off. And just all the shit in the world, all the cow shit and everything would just get wiped off the planet. Just flung into the atmosphere. Gone. However, I would like to bring up the fact that I'm only hoping. Hey, Deathgasm. I'm only hoping that it wouldn't just come out other orifices, you know. Nick, shall we go over your wishes real quick?
Sure.
Okay, wish number 1. Rebel, you're cheating.
Was to win the publisher, all my family and friends to win the publisher's claim.
Right. Well, guess
Every
what?
year.
Guess what? There's nothing wrong with that. They would eventually have to close down when people started calling it rigged, but nothing too negative. What was your numero dos wish?
to become a necromancer.
Yeah, the whole world, every religious group would be out to kill you. Throw that one out there. And what was your trace whistle?
Oh, to not have the world ran by politicians.
Yep. So instead of the world being run by politicians, it'll be run by the politicians' wives or something, which might actually make it better. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, that would actually make it better. The Jinn would owe you one for that one. The Jinn would owe you one for that one.
I feel like he would make it where it's ran by a dictator, though.
So, in other words, all of these senators and everyone's wives. Remember, happy wifey, happy lifey. Because that's my wish, Rebel. Anyway, now we get back to mine. You realize that I actually made mine quite safe. However, there is one caveat that me and Juggernaut have to be careful of. When you wish the Jinn free, Jinn aren't kind creatures. Jinn are, in fact, evil and vindictive, and they might accidentally, I don't know, trip over Juggernaut and squash him or something. So you might be asking, but Kaiju, you made the same last wish, didn't you? Well, this is where intelligence kicks in. First of all, I have to test and make sure the wish actually works. So what if I pulled out a button that would take all the Jinn's powers in the universes away and push it? And then I set him free. And he goes to kill me and realizes he hit me about as hard as life has hit me, and life hits like a bitch. And the next thing you know, I'm summoning One Punch Man in to finish his ass off. Get him! Now, I told you guys there were 3 parts to this wish. Or, sorry, 3 parts to this idea. I am so sorry, guys.
Could I throw my wishes out?
Well, yes, in fact, what are your 3 wishes? Remember, we're following Disney rules.
We'll follow what rules?
The Disney rules. You can't kill anybody. You can't have anyone fall in love with you, and you can't wish for more wishes. The avid
But you
caveat...
can't write down the wishes.
Yeah, you have to verbally speak your wishes. Genies are now... Genies are illiterate.
Okay, so since you said I can't wish for any more wishes, could I wish for another genie?
I guess that's theoretically possible.
That's not one of my wishes. I just want to be a jackass and throw that out there because that is the biggest loophole there is.
I think if
On
you
your third wish, you just wish for another genie.
I think if you heard what my wish was, you'd realize that I've already broken that rule way better than you did. So what's your first wish?
Especially since you could just pull out a genie.
Yes, I know.
My first wish is immortality.
Ooh, a wish and a curse at the same time. That's granted. I don't think the Jinn would have a problem granting it either. Immortality simply means... No, immortality just means you can't die.
But you can be tortured.
Yeah. You just can't die.
Yep.
Second wish is the ability to control and form into electricity.
Ooh. That's actually pretty badass, actually. What, are you going to become Livewire? One of the
old thinking Infamous, how he went through power lines and shit.
That's cool. By the way, Livewire, one of the most underrated Superman villains of all time. Just saying. She's completely underrated. What would be your third wish, my friend?
And I did think about the immortality, like freaking disease and all that, like body parts wearing down on me.
Yeah.
My third wish is everlasting
Youth?
health, or
Regeneration?
what would be the yeah, basically.
Okay, so you're an immortal version of Wolverine. And you can form into electricity.
Fuck a ton cooler.
All right, buddy, if you say so.
I
Anyways!
love Wolverine, but I'm a fuck ton cooler.
So, the big advantages he has is that third wish pretty much counteracts anything that a Jinn could do to him in the first wish. It's gone. Because, of course, the Jinn would be thinking, well, you'll spend immortality with diseases and falling apart and everything like that, and he's just going to regenerate from it. It still doesn't stop him from being tortured, beaten, drowned, etc., but he'll keep coming back. So
I'd like to see anyone try to fuck with me when I can literally zap them into another light year.
So,
I'm basically going for the ultimate anti-hero here.
So I'm going to ask you, did you hear what my wishes were by any chance? Was that Death Gas and Music?
I was still fucking around with them.
Did you hear what my wishes were by any chance?
No.
Okay, allow me to explain your fuck around and find out mentality versus what my wish was. I only used 2 wishes. My first wish was a very specific wish, a contracted wish. It was for a pair of pants that could be any size, any style, any color. They couldn't be broken or destroyed, and anything I could imagine would be pulled from the pocket. So, you're bouncing around as lightning, and I create a special rod that sucks you into the lightning, and I use you to charge my batteries for the rest of my days. You're immortal, and you're invincible. You're just going to be a giant battery charger, so fuck around and find out, I know. Now, I said this because there's a third part to this questionnaire. And this, personally, is the one I can't wait for you guys to explain to me. Because this is where it gets tricky. Alright? So, after the wish, even if you didn't wish the genie free, for whatever reason, the genie now got free. Alright? Now, the genies, they're gone, they left, they're going to go off and do other kinds of stuff.
Uh-huh.
You have all your powers still from what your wishes were. How long do you think you could last with your wishes before you think something bad would happen to you? Let me explain. Juggernaut wished for some very amazing things. Got rid of diseases, found all his family and friends. He's got plenty of money. And he set the genie free, which means the genie's more than likely going to be very happy when it finally comes back to him. Thumbs up for Juggernaut. He's probably going to have a friend that he's never had before. However, Juggernaut, how many years do you think you got left in you after that?
35.8 seconds.
Why would you say that?
My luck is, and I go by Murphy's Law. If anything can go wrong, it will go wrong.
All right. How about you, Necro? You think it'll be like that too? You think Murphy's Law will take you out?
I mean, there's a chance of it, but all in all, I know no one should really be gunning for me unless if people find out it was a wish that now is screwing people out of winning the Publishers Clearinghouse money.
Oh, don't worry, folks. Hang on. There is a reason for this. This isn't actually the actual question. The actual question comes after this. How about you, Sub? How long do you think you'd last?
Well, the business would probably go under. Let's see, what was my other wishes? Business would probably go under after like a little bit. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. I don't think anything truly bad will happen. I just think the negative effects will come sooner than later. But it will last a little bit, depending on if we do everything right.
Okay.
And it also depends if it's a Jinn or a Genie.
Right. Well, I'm saying Genie. Straight up Genie.
Okay, then I feel like somebody would try and buy the island. Our business might go out. And the other wish was a simple one, wasn't it?
Yeah, make the world not so shitty.
That one will probably maybe a couple years, not even. Because I'm sure some type of asshole will be born that will fuck it up again.
How about you, Mom Bear? How long do you think you'd last? I think she fell asleep, guys. She got her eyes shut. I think she fell asleep. I have the power to bore people to death. Ha ha! Fear me. So pull her string. She ain't talking.
Allah.
To be honest with you, I'm not so sure how long I'd last.
No?
No.
That was incoherent.
She said she's not sure how long she would last. Well, first of all, let me explain. Y'all bunch of negative motherfuckers, okay? You, and you are all negative as hell.
I'm not negative. I'm being a
I didn't
realist.
even say what.
Now,
I didn't
I'm
even
not
say
saying
what
it
I
would
had to say.
happen. I'm not saying it would happen. I'm just saying if anything happens, that's when it's gonna happen.
Oh, well,
I'm not being a pessimist. I'm being a realist.
Deathgasm, the reason I didn't say anything about you is because I brought up the fact that you didn't have to worry about it being any negative on you.
Well,
Your wishes won't
the
backfire.
only thing negative is, only thing that could go wrong is watching everyone I love and care die.
Right, but still, the fact is that your wishes
With the
themselves.
amount of good I can do in the world.
We're bad.
You? Good? I don't know about that.
Ouch! Ouch! You don't think he can be a superhero? You don't think he could be a superhero?
Fire.
Ooh.
Listen, I feel like Hancock.
To shock you like
Or
I feel like Hancock. Let's be honest here.
Oh, my
I'd
God.
be a good guy, but I'd be an asshole at the same notion.
Okay, so Rebel Vanity wrote down hers. Her first wish, being friends with all my favorite music artists. That's a nice wish. 2, never having to worry about money to keep enough, money to have enough to keep me comfortable for the rest of my life.
that's a really good one.
And 3, the ability to fly like Superman. And she says, I would lat for a long time. I don't know what latting is, but I'm guessing that's some kind of cool speech pattern or something like that. Now, I gotta say, for those of you who answered, y'all's very negative. So, what if instead we throw all of your wishes away? And my wish was instead for myself, Subliminal, Necro, Juggernaut Jared, Deathgasm, and Mama Bear to share in my wish. The wish for the special pants, and Rebel Vanity, The wish for the special pants that anything you can imagine, think, can be pulled from the pocket. Now,
See, here's the problem. I've been creating a bunch of creatures that should not exist.
let me get to what I was going to ask before you start answering the question already. He has this ability to predict me tonight. I'm scared. Stop reading my mind, all right? Go read Bill Gates' mind or something. Do something more useful. It's okay. So, Juggernaut, me and you have busted about this before. Me and you and Necro have busted about this before. So let me ask you. You now have the power to make anything you can imagine. Anything. I'm poking your head right now. Anything in this thing right here can imagine. Can come true if you just reach into your pocket and pull it out. If it's too big, it comes out like a little Pokeball and you can throw it and make it appear. Okay? So, what do you think you would do with that kind of power? The ability to grant your own wishes. You guys weren't ready for this one, were you? This was where round 3 went. Y'all now have the ability. 3 things. I want to hear 3 things. You can grant your own wishes now. The stipulation is anything you can imagine. You have my magic pants. You're just not wearing the same ones I'm wearing. Because that would be very uncomfortable. Then again, they could be any size and shape. We could be walking around in 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12-legged pants. Like the human centipede. We are all powerful.
Do not mention that movie.
I'm only using it as a
That movie
representation.
ain't even that bad. I ate dinner while watching that movie.
No, it was just
No,
it's
And that's because you're a sick motherfucker, okay?
just because the
That's
more.
because you are a sick motherfucker.
Anyway,
Never found it interesting enough to watch.
Y'all just a bunch of fucking sissies.
what do you
I
mean?
just never watched it.
I just thought the movie sucked.
Here, actually,
Oh, it's so scary. You're going to what? You think I'm literally going to sign a contract to have you sew my mouth to another person's arse? There ain't enough money in this world that's going to let me go through that level of pain. And that's what I'm sorry, boy. It's just tasty fish. No. There's not enough money in this planet to make me sign that contract. And that's where the movie ends. Just like I Know What You Did Last Summer, just like Scream, the movie ends within the first 15 minutes because my dumbass is not going to sign that piece of paper. Because unfortunately for them, I was born with a superpower. A superpower so powerful that it destroys logic itself. It's called common sense. It's such a rare superpower. It's just so rare it's a superpower. So, Juggernaut, 3 things you would do with that kind of power. Come on, man.
Honest?
Yes.
I really couldn't tell you.
Why? Because you don't want me to stop it or something? Come on, man. Pants.
No.
Put on the pants.
Because
Put them on.
I know there's so much that you could do with that level of imagination. You could have. Come on, you could legit pull a giant mech out of your pants.
Okay, so he wants to pull a giant mech out of his pants. Okay.
I'm not saying that. I'm just.
But you could imagine doing it, couldn't you?
Okay.
There you go. See? That's the part of the rule.
First 3 thoughts that come to mind. First 3 thoughts that come to mind, Juggernaut. Go.
First 3 thoughts that come to mind?
That you end up pulling out pants. First 3 thoughts. Go.
My penis.
Don't think about it.
I have to go to the bathroom. My penis.
I'm dirty right now.
Ah!
If you can't think of anything, that's the thing you gotta do. You gotta go with the first 3 thoughts that come to mind.
Or you can skip for now.
Yeah.
Okay, he'll skip for now. Fine. Mama Bear! Get in my pants and explain to me what you'd pull out of them first. First 3 things.
Well, I mean, it's fine.
That's where I'm going with that.
I'm just proving who here has the dirtiest minds. I'm just proving who here. I am the Asian one, and I'm not that preferred. This is what you guys gotta understand, all right? Y'all gotta understand this, all right? This is okay, Mom Bear. What are you pulling out of my pants?
The very first thing I would pull out would be enough money to purchase my father's horse ranch that he wants so bad.
Okay, so her first thing she'd pull out of the pants. Everyone's cracking up. Everyone's dying over here. Everyone's dying. Should I word it differently from now on? Is that the problem? Is it the wording? What? I asked my wife if she jumped into my pants, what would be the first thing she pulled out. You're all cracking up. After these messages, we'll be right back. Hello, Dragon29. How are you doing? Welcome to our chat. Everyone has lost it. We are sorry. I misworded something, and now everyone's lost it. I'm sorry. My apologies. I didn't even think. I didn't think it would be that funny. Necro's down on the ground. Necro, Juggernaut had his face leaned against the wall. Snub's face was redder than the freaking jacket he's wearing. Mama Bear's still cracking up in the background. All right. Okay, so you gave me the first answer. Her first answer would be to pull enough money out to be able to pay for her father's horse ranch. So the first thing she's imagining pulling out is, in fact, enough money to buy her father his horse ranch, which is amazing. Listen, that's what I'm telling them, Rebel. They're all a bunch of little kids. What would be the second thing? Once again, anything you can imagine, you can just reach into the pocket and pull it out. Anything you can imagine.
Don't let her lie to you. She's laughing behind the screen.
Is she? I can't see her.
I can't see you, but I know her.
you do date her. Who is who on the panel? The man in the green shirt before you is Kaiju K. The man with the striped glasses, that is Juggernaut Jared. The man whose ceiling you can see in his car because he's driving while doing this is Deathgasm. The man in the constantly color-changing room is Necronick. Okay. The man in the red hoodie is, of course, Subliminal. Rebel Vanity isn't here, but she's here, which is weird. The one in the background just set up, that's Mama Bear Maxine, and welcome, Dragon29.
Welcome.
So, I'm actually quite happy. This is the first time this has happened. Someone's actually jumped on and introduced themselves the first time being here. My head is literally going, yay. So, what would be the second thing you would pull? What would be the second thing? So you got your father's horse ranch. Just remember, it's just your imagination. Just your imagination. That's how powerful this wish is.
Actual politicians that knew what the hell they were doing with the damn country.
Honey, you can't pull nothing out of my pocket, all right? I'm just kidding. So the second she would want to do is pull out politicians that not only would get elected into office, but would actually be willing to actually work with the country to better it. In other words, those legendary ones that don't lie and actually do things for the people they work with. Holy crap, that's a wish. What's the third one, Mom Bear? What's the third thing that comes to mind? Third thing. I'm trying to keep my comments down for the moment, because, jeez. Anytime, Dragon, you want to jump in, we're thankful for you being here. We're just a bunch of people that muck around and have a good time, and sometimes I say something wrong and everyone loses their absolute minds.
The third thing, I'm actually stumped.
Okay, we'll come back to you. Subliminal. Pants on, hands in pockets. What you pulling out?
To throw my ideas.
Okay, throw yours. I guess you're leaving.
Yeah, because I'm about to go in.
It's alright, put
Okay, first thing I'm pulling out of here is a big juicy sausage.
Oh God, here we go.
There we go. Alright, what's coming next, buddy boy? Necro's down. Necro is down. You've taken Necro out.
I'm sorry, I had to make...
It's okay, man. We're having a good time here, man. Alright, that's what we do. We're just throwing things out there.
Okay. First actual thing.
First actual thing.
Is a wallet that...
I'm gonna guess a wallet that never runs out of money.
Okay, yeah. So that's actually pretty cool. A never-ending wallet. Okay, what would be your second thing?
Second thing I pulled is a freaking M1 Abram.
All right. So that's the whole idea of pulling out like a little button or Pokeball to create an M1 Abram tank out of nowhere. Okay, this guy's here to party. All right. Jeez.
Third thing I'm pulling out is a bar to go on the M1 Abram.
What? You don't think the Abrams anti-armor cannon is enough?
No.
All right, man. All right.
I'm going partying.
Oh, that's a party, all right. That's a party. You'd think that the giant smoking cannon on the front that can literally turn houses into ash would be enough. But no, he's throwing a bloody sniper rifle on top of this thing as well.
No, he said a bar.
A what?
Like a drinking bar.
Oh. I thought when you meant bar, you meant bar. Infantry. I heard bar and I'm thinking, okay. What goes with a tank? A bar, you know? I miss it.
That never runs out of alcohol.
Oh, jeez. Well, there you go. There's a place where everybody knows your name. That's the cast of Cheers right there. All right, good job there, man. All right.
Abram tank and unlimited money. Where could this go wrong?
Well, nowhere. What are you gonna do? The cop goes to pull over. He says, "How much is it gonna cost? How much does it cost to bribe you?" And remember, the other thing is he still has the magic. He still has the magic. Those are just the first three things that come to mind. He still has the magic. Right. All right, Deathgasm. Deathgasm. You have yourself a good night, man. I don't know where you are, but have yourself a good one.
Yeah.
Subliminal. First three things that come to your mind when you think about
next week.
Next
Next
week?
Friday,
Okay.
I'll be back on basically every time.
Okay, cool. So you can jump
So-
Friday. We'll figure that out by then.
Just
Yeah.
I'll see you guys.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Have a good night.
Peace.
Okay, so Atlas Deathgasm, he's now gone, so unfortunately the party line has dropped and the pervertedness should drop a couple levels as well. Then again, I'm still here, so we'll see what happens. Alright, Subliminal. First three things that come to mind when you think anything you can think of, pull it out of your pocket, anything you can imagine, anything at all. What are the first three things that come to your
A
mind?
whole shit ton of mythical creatures.
Okay, let's be a little bit more specific here. You're not just going
Dragons, phoenixes,
he's just gonna go
unicorn.
Oompa, and then there's just monsters everywhere.
Pretty much.
The Harry Potter wannabe at the group.
Oh! Mama Bear! Mama Bear! Mama Bear!
Beast player.
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
Wannabe.
Rebel. Oh, wait, before we go any further, Rebel wants her first three things would be and this is so Subliminal should know this too, by the way. Just think about this, right? A pocket-sized living Johnny Depp and Andy Bearsack. A magical remote so I can mute and unmute people in real life, and a unicorn.
I said, now that makes sense. I like that.
Yeah. Just letting them know. She wants pocket-sized men in real life, the ability to mute other people, and a unicorn.
I'm going one up there.
Oh no!
Oh no.
The one-up game has begun.
You already heard about the mythical creatures.
Right, that's the
I
first
want
one.
the remote from. I want the remote from Click.
Oh,
That has
no.
all the capabilities.
Great movie, by the way. Great movie. All right, and what's your
Oh,
third
yeah.
thought? What's the third thought?
I
I
could
could make a joke where everyone wants to say stereotypically say I'm the stoner of the group. I could go with the never-ending blunt from Harold and Kumar.
That's a great thought. Ha!
But
honestly,
honestly,
I'd
I'd
probably
probably
want
wanna.
I
I
don't
don't
know
know
what
what
I'd put for a third.
In all honesty,
I'd
I'd probably have to wait until I needed it the most.
Hey, that's fine. Mom Bear, what is your third? You said you had a third idea.
Huh? My third idea is from the movie Tooth Fairy.
Oh no!
Uh-huh.
What is it?
Amnesia dust.
You don't have to worry about that with me. I forget things after like 20 minutes.
Not for you.
Who? What are we talking about? And Dragon, if you want to think about it, the idea is you have the ability to reach into your pocket and pull out anything you can imagine. If it's too big, it'll come out like a little Pokeball or something. You can just throw it and make it come out. Do you have any idea what three you want to be going and put down in the chat? We'd love it. All right, so
I'm gonna pull out a bunch of kaiju. I'm gonna pull out a bunch of kaiju. The Moth, the Mothra, fucking Godzilla, all that.
You
I
think
just want to watch the world
burn. He wants to
filled with, like,
watch the
kaiju.
world burn.
Why do I feel like we're in a game of SimCity right now?
Oh, because if we basically are. Necro, you're next on the chopping block.
Okay,
First
well, the
thoughts.
first thing I would pull out of my pocket would be Mellow Yellow.
Are you talking my supervillain?
Yes!
All right, let's go. They call him Mellow Yellow. He's gonna take over the world with Smiles and the Munchies. Y'all gotta be careful with him. That if I became that supervillain, I would be the official stoner of this group. I'd have to take your title away there, sub.
That's okay. I'm trying to remember what my supervillain was that time now.
Can't remember actually. We'll have to watch that video later.
I can't remember my own.
Okay, Necro, what would be number 2 thing you'd be pulling out of your pocket?
A gas mask, so I'm not affected by
be the third thing that'd be popping in your imagination, buddy?
A contract for Mellow Yellow to be partners.
All right, so we got some thoughts up here. We got some thoughts down there. Guess I'll go with my next one. So the first three things I can think of, to pull out of my pocket. The very first would actually be to pull out a little device that would create a working version of the Star Trek D, the one that you see on Next Generation, fully automated, so I can beam all my friends and family up on it and take a trip around the galaxy. The second thing I would pull out would be an exact copy of Earth, but on the opposite side of the sun at all times. And the third thing I would pull out would be a machine to go and terraform Mars, so it could become a planet for the people. Because I'm going to go spend my days on the other Earth turning things into things. I'm talking bringing the Justice League to the world. I'm talking anime. I'm talking, hey, you know what? If my friends don't want it, they can go to sleep and wake up in a dream where they're forever in the best of health and everything like that. I'm talking everything you can imagine. This is such a powerful idea. Now, I could create 40 versions of Juggernaut, each one with different personalities, and then have a duel to the death, where the winner gets to battle the real Juggernaut, and the clone will be armed with a plastic spork. Juggernaut will be armed with a mecha. Mad Cat, 75-ton mech, plasma rifles, long and short range missile racks, jump jets capable, stompy. I figure if he can win after that, he takes over, Like, imagine...
How long do you think that the villain stream?
Jeez.
Would it be like 4 years ago?
Probably around that time, yeah. It was so long.
I have one that says TMOG 27 villain roll call.
That's probably it. But like the idea is like it's like okay, anything you can imagine. What would you do? Well, my parents have always wanted to go to space, so I'd give them their own little spaceship and say, "There you go, have fun." Maybe create the actual Star Wars galaxy and the actual Star Trek galaxy out there somewhere and see what happens if they ever actually met up. Or what the heck? Put one to the right of us, one to the left of us, and let them meet up right on top of us. I wish for invincibility, immortality, and never-ending regeneration with the caveat that when I want to, I can just decide to die. Several cosmic millenniums later. I'll wish for Half-Life 3 to finally come out. Half-Life 2 came out quite a while ago, and Half-Life 3 has been said it's going to be coming out for like 20 plus years. Imagine this. Imagine if I said, I'll just give you an example, okay? Now, you know the movie Moana, right?
Yeah.
What if I said I wanted I wanted a remade copy of Moana, but this time Moana actually has to fight against Tahiti? Remember, it's anything I can imagine, so it would reappear as that kind of movie. I could say I'm going to pull an RPG out of my pocket that I will consider to be the greatest RPG of all time. I don't actually have to know the RPG, but just the general idea of it, that it's an RPG that I would consider to be the best of all time.
I've got one.
Okay, Juggernaut, what we got?
I would pull out an unglitched copy of Dead by Daylight where they actually don't nerf the freaking clown.
Oh, that's so beautiful. So beautiful. I want to pull out
or we could just pull out a DVD that is in perfect, literally perfect condition, as in nothing's wrong with it. Everything's where it should be, rather than nerfed and buffed and all that.
Well, what about I top you guys? What if I said a perfect version of it, where the clown's not nerfed, and all of our characters, including killers, are playable in the game?
That sounds good by my standards.
You see, this is what I talk about when it comes to the whole imagination aspect. One person's mind can build off of another person's idea. For instance, I say, I want a chocolate chip cookie. Then Juggernaut says, I want a chocolate chip cookie with milk. Then Sub goes, well, I want a chocolate chip cookie with milk with a little bit of vanilla on top. Mama Spare says that she wants a little bit of whipped cream on top of it, and Necro says he wants that on top of a pumpkin pie. That sounds absolutely delicious.
I would say I'd want a 30-foot round chocolate chip cookie that's perfect.
But you see, that's what I'm talking about. The greatest thing we can do is build off of each other. Apart, we're not that powerful, but together our imaginations suddenly become stronger. That's why I decided to bring us all together with that one wish, to see how our imaginations would work. Here's the best part.
I have one for Sub.
Oh?
The strongest, highest THC weed that you can ever have.
I'm gonna one up that. I'm gonna one up that. You hold that thought.
Isn't that the one that's like on the planet? That's like literally made of it.
Hold that thought there, Sub. I wish Sub could have the greatest joint ever created from fiction or nonfiction.
Ooh.
And suddenly, you're looking at animes, you're looking at movies, you're looking up the SCP for SCP-420. I'm not joking, they're actually an SCP-420, found by the research staff member known only as SD, which I can only think means Snoop Dogg. Which has me believe that Snoop Dogg is a part of the SCP now.
Probably.
You could make the SCP Foundation. What was that? What was that next?
I got something to pull out of my pocket.
Okay.
And it would turn the whole world into a D&D campaign.
Jeez, no. As long as it's 3.5e, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Whew, okay, I can take that. I got this. Well, what about this? You could create a small console that would put people into an actual D&D 3.5e world.
Ooh.
I'm talking, if you guys have seen the anime, I'm talking like Overlord levels, you know.
Yeah.
What anime do you want to go into? Stretch here. Sign here.
How about a console? Small enough that you can actually fit it in someone's brain. I'm talking like microchip size.
Okay.
That can send them into anything.
What about we do that, but it also controls your body like The Sims would? So you'd be in that video game while your body's still working and doing everything you need to do? Ah.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Hey. Hey.
Or I could just pull out a portal gun that could put me into any dimension I want to go into.
Portal guns.
What was that movie?
What movie?
That they were plugged into their...
You mean The Matrix?
No. It's not the Matrix.
Johnny Mnemonic?
Player One?
Ready Player One.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, unfortunately.
Or are you talking about like the Dot Hack series?
She's not talking anime. Overlord. Okay. My life started with a death march. That time I was reborn as a slime.
Where your body doubles were actually the ones that went out.
Oh, jeez. I can't remember what that one is now. You plugged yourself into a machine and it created a body double, so while you were having fun at home, your body double went to work for you and did all the stuff you didn't want to do. A pill that would cure everything. Rebel, I believe that's called cyanide. That will cure everything, including life. No, I'm just kidding. That's actually a great idea. I like that idea. And see, my whole... Look out for the isekai truck. It's always there, it kills you, and then you reappear in another world super powerful for some freaking reason. Oh my goodness, you're pulling the isekai truck out. That's a great one. It just randomly stalks people who have miserable lives. Be careful if you're depressed on Earth. You might get hit by a truck and reappear in another world where you are happy. I'd be jumping in front of trucks left, right, and center at that rate.
Oh no, don't worry, it'll find you. It'll find you.
It will find you. What, are you putting a tracker on me? It's coming for you, Kai. I know, Kaiju. It's coming for you.
No, it's gonna have a thing that controls it to where it knows who to hit.
That's what the joke is, you know. I would just begin flinging myself in front of trucks, hoping one of them was this guy truck. Oh wait, that says no.
It's just sitting outside your house, revving and says,
I jump in front of a truck, and as I'm falling, I realize it says Bradley Caldwell. No! Wrong track! Get horribly mangled, and then the real Isekai truck runs me over afterwards. Peg! Oh, Tom, no! Oh my goodness. But yeah,
I make the comment. I know what Kaiji would pull out of his pants.
My penis.
A full New York Giants team that would win the Super Bowl.
No. See, how the Giants work is for 9 years in a row, they suck to give teams the other idea. And that 10th year, they always win. Look at the numbers. Every 10 years, the Giants win the Super Bowl. Every 10 years. We're like the version of Jeepers Creepers for the NFL. And it's 2 years away. 2 years away. Watch, in 2024, we'll win again. Every 10 years, we just suck for 9 years as we're absorbing everyone else's power. And then that 10th year, we're just like, oh! Every 10 years. What I would pull out is I would pull out a team called the New York Dolphins. Just a fusion of the players and where they would be on the field. And then I would use them to play. Just imagine both quarterbacks on both teams fusing to become a super quarterback. A pocket-sized subliminal, so he's always with me. Aw, Sub.
Aww.
You can share the pocket with Johnny Depp.
Yeah, but the problem is, how long is it going to be before the pocket-sized subliminal tips are off?
Well, then he can still be with her as she's throwing him into fans and hitting him with Nerf guns and everything like that.
You and Johnny Depp better not be doing anything in that pocket, though.
Oh, that's wrong.
I mean, he is a pretty chill looking guy.
I mean, no, it's something that I found.
What did you find? What did you find?
I'm going to share Discord.
Oh no, now I'm scared. Everyone be scared.
I'll open up first before you do, Kyle.
Hang on. Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Oh, you can open that up, Kyle.
In case the Giants play like... Yeah, well, I need that like 9 years out of 10. Listen, I'll admit, I am a Giants fan for life. I understand my team sucks. But there's the one thing. How many of y'all can guarantee your team will win a Super Bowl?
Go Panthers!
How many of y'all can guarantee? I can guarantee. Every 10 years, I can guarantee a win. Can y'all say the same thing?
No.
That's what I thought.
No. I picked the team so I didn't have to watch.
I picked the Panthers live so I don't have to watch. I know they're going to lose.
So
your team's the Carolina Panthers?
For years.
My team is the Alaskan Oryx, but they don't play, so.
So, I want to bring up another thing that I want to pull out of my pocket. Something to end world stupidity.
Sub, did you... One second. Sub, even your wife is claiming you're the world's greatest stoner. She wrote, and I'm quoting here, "All you will see is smoke coming out of my pocket with Sub in there."
Sub, I'm going to send you something.
Oh, Rebel, Rebel, don't tell me you're a Pats fan. Please tell me you're not a Pats fan. Please tell me this is a joke. Tell me it's a joke.
Yeah.
She's a Pats fan? Oh, why?
Why?
Tom Brady was on it.
That's the only team.
Oh, God, that's even the worst reason.
It's the only team that tries to out-cheat the Giants. Come on, guys.
There you go, Sub.
I just say in case of Giants still.
No, he sent it directly to Sub, I think.
Oh, okay. Doesn't want us to see it. I got you.
Would you like to see it?
Probably not.
That's pretty nice, actually. I'm not going to lie.
I know.
Was it like $80 or like $100 or some shit like that? I can't afford it right now, but you know, I wouldn't really go out of my way to get it.
45.
I thought you liked cheese hats.
40.
They do, but they like packing punch.
Right, it's cheaper than one thing that I bought.
Well, at least our
So I couldn't do anymore if I ever think to get something like that.
That is a Carolina Panthers grinder, rolling tray, and stash jar.
No, those are Ninja Turtles saying, say pizza to drugs, say no to yes.
So, I would want to get rid of the world's stupidity.
Whoa, be careful where you aim that.
About, huh?
Be careful about that one. That could be dangerous.
Well,
You really want the whole world to be smart? Think about it.
After what was brought up in a meeting at work, yes.
Oh boy.
So,
Everyone being smart could be dangerous, Nicholas, so you know.
That's why I keep
Yeah,
going
but
with
people
the...
being stupid is dangerous as well.
Yo, why do you think I'm out there creating new planets to put new things on? So I don't gotta deal with this world no more. Alright?
unlimited supply of Pepsi.
An unlimited
Let me
supply of
explain to you
Pepsi.
what happened in this meeting.
Well,
So
before
my
you...
girl decided to say she's wearing a mask to protect us all from monkeypox. And she would thoroughly enjoy if everyone else would start wearing masks to prevent monkeypox.
Yeah, we have like we have 6 cases of it the next block over.
I understand this, but it's not airborne.
We have 6 cases of it next block. It is a contagious virus.
Yes, but a mask is not going to prevent the spread.
Well, I realize that, and if anything, I think I know who this woman is, so it's okay. She was born just to make everyone else look smart.
She's new.
She's new?
No, she's new.
Then she's another member of that group that was born just to make other people realize they're not that stupid. I'm going to steal something from D&D, from 3.5e. The never-ending flask. Anything you can think of will fill the flask, and you can drink it. Anything. Mama Bear wants unlimited Pepsi? There it is. Necker wants unlimited Mountain Dew? There it is. Baja Blast? There you go. I like that, Juggernaut. That's pretty cool. I don't think those are tournament legal though. All the cards would have to be made of wood.
1,000 card lock for $90.
It's cool. It's by touch. What's by touch? I missed something. Oh yeah. It is possible to have it also go by saliva. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not airborne.
But it's not air.
Right. It's not airborne. It's not going to float in the air. But if she's talking and accidentally sneezes or spits, she can in fact spread it. If it hits you.
Yeah.
If it hits you, not if you're 100 feet away from each other. The mask is only protecting from that. She's got to be more careful of things like cuts, bruises, like I said, saliva. She shouldn't go around making out with people, you know.
Now, thankfully, I was not a part of this meeting.
Oh, well, thank goodness you weren't. Because you would have said something.
I would have said, what, you plan on sleeping with the whole warehouse?
Ouch, see, there you go. And I'm just saying, like, just with your imagination, think of the good things you could do, and think of the evil things you could do. Imagine a virus that only affects child molesters. Think of a type of unstoppable monster that only attacks kidnappers.
Think of the black phone in that movie.
Which black phone in which movie? There's been plenty of movies with black phones.
The one where the kidnapper has the kid in the basement and he finds a phone that talks to dead or something like that. I don't know. I didn't watch it.
The black phone. There was an anime where I cannot remember the name of the anime, but there's this anime where the one guy is a regular guy and he's being followed around by like this super agency that's trying to keep him alive or something, and they have like unlimited funds. And the guy always pulls out this black phone and calls him up and says, "I need funds for this." I saw your eyes light up. You might know what I'm talking about. He bought this guy's brand new BMW. The guy's like, "I want triple for it." He goes, "Is that all you want?" And got him like quadruple for it. Jumped in the car and drove off with it. It's like, but once again, like, think about what power you could have. I'm going to give an entire world to Juggernaut, an entire world to Necro, an entire world to Sub, an entire world to Mama Bear, an entire world to Deathgasm. Okay, guys, we're playing survival. Keep your planet alive. And just to reinvent you guys, what?
I mean, that's what evil Mogwais.
All Mogwais are evil. Like, and I would remind everyone that Deathgasm has his own planet, so you guys might want to be careful watching over there. His planet will be
one big gun.
Yeah, his planet is actually in the middle of all of your planets.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Just in case y'all decide to open fire.
I'm out.
What are you talking about? He decides to screw with you. He's in the middle of everybody. That's the worst place to be in a war like that. Rebel wants the Death Note notebook. Oh, Rebel, no!
I'll do that. Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. That takes too much time. I don't like writing anymore. I'm crying. I'm sad. I'm hungry. I'm grouchy. Launch the nukes! I'm tired. I'm crabby. I'm hot. I'm cold. Launch the nukes! Seriously, though, I mean, could you imagine the crime rate in the United States and suddenly summoning the entire Justice League to the United States? How long do you think it would last before they clean up crime? How quick do you think it would be?
Well, it depends.
I'm just telling you to imagine if I did it, you know?
That depends. Do I still have the parents?
Not anymore with that smile. With that
Well,
smile.
I'm only pulling some villains out to keep them busy, okay?
No, we got enough villains.
Well, I mean, actually clean up the world. They're going to need something to keep them busy.
Oh, don't worry. I'm pretty sure this world is quite capable of creating more and more villains. It definitely doesn't need our help. Every time we catch one serial killer, 40 show up. I'm just saying, like, our world's on a one-track downward spiral at this rate. I don't like leaving the house anymore because there's people outside.
Got a point.
The other night, 12 kids were outside. Now, me and the wife slept through it, but apparently there were 12 kids outside, right outside our door, or outside our window. And the cops were called because 11 out of the 12 kids decided to knock one kid down, and they were literally stomping him. He almost died right outside our window. And the kids were, get ready for this, 3 in the morning. The kids were ages 6 through 11.
Wow.
Trying to stomp another kid to death, jumping on him and everything. Think about that. You think they need help creating supervillains? No, this world's full of them already.
Yeah, I was just joking, though.
It's okay, Sub, but you know what? You do bring a very fun idea up. Ladies and gentlemen, since we've redone a few of our live streams, and I think I know somebody who wants to see one of these live streams come back, next week's live stream, folks, will be centered around the Monsters of Gaming again. This time as villains. It's a return of the villains call. What's that? What's that?
I'll be getting started on that.
Imagine yourself as a villain, everybody. What do you bring into the table? What are your powers and skills? And most importantly, do you like snacks? Because they call me Mellow Yellow.
Snacks.
Hey, it's Mellow Yellow's way of winning, okay?
I think you need to come up with a different idea this time.
I'll make a different one, okay? Jeez. Is it because Mellow Yellow's too good of a villain? Is that it?
I'll call it Mellow Yellow version 2.
No, I'll call it Diet Mellow Yellow. Fat-free snacks. It's just because Mellow Yellow's too good of a character. That's the thing. Like, he's evil, but now he's legally evil in the United States.
True.
Now the superheroes can't touch me for landing down in a park and puffing it through a TLC or THC, sorry, and TLC, playing music and taking everyone's money as they buy the snacks and foods and drinks and floating away. Now legally they can't stop me. Hero to some, villain to the others. I am Mellow Yellow. Okay, let's make a rule here that your villains actually have to be threatening and or have some kind of goal in mind that would be threatening to the world or the galaxy or the universe or the multiverse. Can we throw that in as a rule? Because that really takes Mellow Yellow out of the bowl. That sound fair?
Yeah,
All right,
That's fair.
all right. So don't you sir me. I worked for a living. I wasn't
Yes,
one of those.
sir.
I wasn't one of them damn desk jockeys. No. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Well, thank you all for coming in.
Yes, sir.
At least let me do the outro, children. Thank you all for coming and watching us. Next week, I think Deathgasm said Friday. Is everyone okay with next Friday?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Next Friday, we'll all jump, and by then we should have our villains. Try to think big, think lairs or henchmen, or what superhero from what group would be your nemesis. And we'll see you all in the future, everybody. So thank you for watching. I'm Kaiju K.
I'm Nectar Nick.
I'm Juggernaut Jared.
And
I'm
I'm Subliminal.
I'm Mama Bear.
And we will see you all in the future, everyone. Peace out, everybody.
Peace
Peace
out.
out.